Hello and welcome back to Amulya's Academy YouTube channel. We were writing a Python program to implement a hash table. Today we'll continue working on it. Before writing the functions for search operation and delete operation, here in the insert function, instead of raising exception, you can print this. Like you can print a message like this, then you can return. To solve this situation, you can write like this also. And in the display function, you need to display this, okay? You need to display deleted. We don't want value of that object. We want to print that. Done. Next, let's write a function for search operation. Function name is search and parameter is key. We want to search for a value. For that, we need key. It's key, right? The first step in search operation is to find the index. For that, we'll use hashing function, and this function returns a value. To store that, we'll use this variable. Done. Next, like we did in the insert function, we need to store the original index. So original index equal to index. We want to store this original index for future use. Next, in the search operation, first we'll find the index, right? Then we'll go to that index. In that index, if slot is empty, that means it contains value none. So that means key is not present in the hash table. Another scenario is slot is marked as deleted. So if you go to that index, you can see deleted marker. Then what we need to do? We need to search for key in other slots. So perform probing. If slot is marked as deleted, perform probing. And the next scenario is it can contain a key value pair. If this is false, then that means this scenario is true. It contains a key value pair. So what we need to do is we need to compare keys. Given key as well as the key present in that slot. If match is found, then return its value. If match is unsuccessful, then we need to perform probing. Okay, these are the steps we need to follow while performing search operations. You can write these scenarios in different ways. Here I'll write like this. First I'll use while loop. So first I'll check hash table index is not none, is not empty. If it is empty, that means key is not present in the hash table. So you can return none, or you can return a message that key is not present in the hash table like that. If it is not none, that means in this slot, either it can be marked as deleted or it contains key value pair. So first here I'll check this condition if, I'll check like this. If hash table index is not deleted, slot is not marked as deleted, then I'll use AND condition and I'll check, I'll compare keys. So what I'm doing here, as I said, if hash table index is none, that means key is not present in the hash table. If it is not none, that means slot can contain deleted marker or key value pair. If it is not deleted, then I'll check this. I'll check for condition hash table of index 0. In this key value pairs, you can see in the first index key is present. So I'll compare that key and given key. If match is found, then what we need to do? We need to return the value. So value is present in the index 1 like this. What if this condition is false? If slot is marked as deleted or match is unsuccessful, then what to do? Then we need to perform probing. So how to perform probing? We need to use the formula index equal to, so this is the formula for linear probing. Then we'll get new index. Then we'll again check these conditions. That is hash table index is not none. If the index is a none, that means we'll get an empty slot. So key is not present in the hash table. If it is true, then we'll check these conditions, whether that slot is marked as deleted. If it is marked as deleted, then we'll perform probing again. Or if it is true, it is not marked as deleted, then we'll check this condition hash table index of 0 is equal to key. This is true, then we'll return the value. If not, then we'll perform probing. We'll continue doing this until it will become false or it will return a value. Next, another condition, that is if the index and original index becomes equal, if hash table is full, then we need to stop the looping, right? If we didn't use this condition, if hash table is full, then it will check the slots of hash table again and again. So to stop that loop, we'll use this condition. Then here, no need to print this, just use break statement, so it will stop the loop, it will come out of the loop. Okay, then here, what if the hash table of index is none? This condition becomes false, then we just need to return none value. So here we are done. We are searching for the key. First find the index, then check whether that slot is empty. If slot is empty, return none. If slot is not empty, then check whether slot is marked as deleted. If it is not marked as deleted, then compare keys. If match is successful, return its value. If not, perform probing. Then here include a condition for infinite loop in the hash table. Okay, so this is about search function. You can call the search function like this. Okay, then if I save this and execute this, here you can see, if I give a value which is not present in the hash table, okay, so this is about search function. Next, let's write a function for delete operation. So function name is delete. We'll take the parameter key. We want to delete a key value pair. For that we need key. So we'll take parameter as key. The first step in the delete operation is finding the index. So find the index, then store this original index like this. Here to delete the key, after finding the index, go to that index. If slot is empty, then that means key is not present in the hash table. And if slot is marked as deleted, then perform probing, search for the key in the other slots. And if it contains a key value pair, then compare keys. If key is found, mark as deleted. If not, perform probing. Right? So you can use this conditions. I'll copy and I'll paste like this. First, what I need to do is I need to check whether hash table index is not none. If it is not none, that means it is not empty. Then I need to check whether hash table index is not deleted. Slot is not marked as deleted. Then compare the keys, hash table index of 0 and key. If match is found, if these conditions are true, then here I don't want to return value. I want to mark that index as deleted like this. Then you can return here. You can return true also. Deletion is successful like that. If not, if this condition is false, that is if the slot is marked as deleted or if key is not marked, then we need to perform probing using this formula. Then here we need to check these conditions to stop looping when hash table is full. And if this condition is false, then we need to return none. Simple, right? So we are done here. Next, let's call the functions. Let's delete A. Let's print after deletion. Save and execute. And here you can see, so search operation after deletion, here you can see A apple was present in index 4. Now here you can see deleted message. Can include space here. Now if I delete B, here you can see deleted marker. If I delete something which is not present in the hash table like this, it won't do any changes to the hash table. Here you can see. Here you can print the result of delete function also. It will return true or false. Here it will return none, right? Instead of that, it can return false also. Like deletion is unsuccessful. For that you can return false. So this is about insert function, search function and delete function. Also display function. Okay, so that's it for now guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will meet you in next class. Till then, take care.